Yeah, that piece is ridiculously brilliant, so I want to discuss it. It's obviously Johann Sebastian Bach. In case there were any doubts, if a modern composer is writing that kind of music, let me know what their name is. The closest I think that came to that was somebody recently deceased, Nikolai Kapustin, a brilliant composer of jazz. In the jazz idiom, I would say it's very, very classical. You should definitely check him out, the Opus 41 variations and also the preludes from his middle period. So this piece I wanted to discuss, it's the Corrente from the G major Partita by Johann Sebastian Bach. And why is it so brilliant? It's brilliant because I can talk about everything to composition. I don't know all the terms that people use in musicology. The way I sort of understand music is by obsession. And then when I compose something, it's essentially expressing a deep love and understanding of a composer. How exactly I love them and understand them, I'm not really aware of until I retroactively go through my own work and their work. In the case of Bach, what he's doing in this piece is something I do everywhere in my compositions, and it's meter changes, rapid meter changes, to convey intensity and change in sequence, which essentially communicates a change in emotional structure and content. Mahler does this a lot in the Ninth Symphony, which I've recently been sort of obsessed with. Obsessed is a strong word. I'm obsessed with Bach, but I love and also don't love Mahler. It's very problematic, but if you listen to the first movement of the Ninth Symphony, it's just insanely brilliant, a sonata. But what he does and what Bach does and what I do in my work, I want to now demonstrate. So this piece is entirely in 3/8, seemingly so. It doesn't change time signature, but I was going to say key signature. That was a Freudian slip. Bach changes key signature constantly. He's modulating all over the place, but it just seemingly doesn't. In this piece, you have intimations. This is in G major. Intimations of B minor, of E minor, of E major, of D major. I think that's about it. And A major, happening all very rapidly. And the way he achieves this is in conjunction with his shifts in meter. What Bach understands is that when you harmonize differently in a particular meter's time signature, that essentially implies a new time signature. So I notate this explicitly in my work. Bach doesn't, but it's clear if you're sensitive to him that he's doing it. For example, if I were to play the beginning very slowly, so notice first, because he ends on the B, this is a 3 in the G major scale, so it's unstable. It's the I can't remember the name, the third interval, so the triadic essentially. Unstable. Again, unstable. This is diminished. Creates instability, so I have to resolve back to G major. Here's where the brilliance comes in. So what is going on there? When I became obsessed with this piece, when I had my Bach explosion, I don't know how else to put it, I couldn't get enough of this piece, especially the way Andras Schiff played it, because he really understands it deeply. He understands that this passage that I just played is inordinately brilliant. And it's very simple, seemingly. So what he's doing is, if I play this again, way Bach notated this is the beginning of the measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it's 3, 8, 3, 8, right? Wrong. Because we're here, 1, 3, 1 again, 2. So this is the 5. This is D, so it's the 5 of G. So this is a weakening of the tonic. So what? Well, because we're now in D major, and it's so sudden, this is a new pulse. So even though this is the 3 beat in the 3/8 measure, it's really a 1 beat. So let's do this again. Just have your ears be sensitive to this. So if we're to count this, what Bach's actually doing is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here he's doing 1, 2, 1, 3. So it's a 2 plus 4, 8, essentially is what he's doing here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Same thing. So he's combined 5/8 essentially, a 3 plus 2, 8 over 8, so additive measure. That's this. With a 2 plus 4. So that's insane. So he's essentially doing, you can think 11/8, or 2 plus 4, and then a 5. So that's 11 over 8. So instead of having 3/8, 3/8, 3/8, 3/8, which would be 12/8, he gives the impression of being 1/8 short. So there's many ways to think about it, but that's what gives this amazing effect of. And then just to really have your heart explode, just goes immediately into A major, 3/8. This is like what he's doing by a rapid change in time signature. First of all, unstable. You're from 3/8 to 11/8, and then back to A major in 3/8. Think about if you're in love, you have a new memory of your loved one, or I'm not a romantic in this sense, although I'm very romantic. But this idea of like having an 18-year-old crush was just never my thing. I love music. If it's going to be a romance, it has to be, God knows, in my mind, and so ideally in my in the mind of my lover. I don't know how to speak about emotion the way other people speak about it. It just seems ludicrously cheapening to me to be like, yes, I love them. What does that even mean? This is love. I mean, not the kind of necessarily of a partner, of a woman or man or whatever you're into, trans, nobody, maybe you're asexual, I don't know. But this is a sort of like a heart flutter, although even that's cheapening of Bach. It's just extreme joy. And how do you express extreme joy? It's a sudden shift. It's like a rocket ship, like an explosion, like you see flames and then it goes in a different direction. And so that's what this is. If I were to come here, plus 4. But the point is, he goes from, you know, so that's, I don't know what to. So, I mean, what I did there is sort of an approximation, but it's this idea that if you have an irregular beat and you rapidly harmonize, you have a surprising, you go from the 1 to the 3 or to the 1 to the 5, but on an irregular beat, which is what he's doing all over this piece. What that communicates is, the fact of that is harmonic intensity. So in this case, extreme joy, because it's in a major key, also because G major is a very sort of bright, I would say, key. And even though he's in G major, he does, this piece revolves sort of secondarily, obviously, around D major, which is the 5 chord, but it's always implied in this piece. It's sort of in the harmonic background. Yeah, that's basically everything. I don't really understand this piece fully as of yet, but it's a Corrente, and it's yeah, I don't know. He's Bach is just brilliant. So that's it.